Hey everybody, I'm here today with a math lesson on subtracting mixed numbers. In this video, I'll be going over the basic steps in order to subtract mixed numbers. Alright, without further ado, let's get right into the video. I'll be going over one specific example, and the example will be 4 and 1 over 4, so 4 and 1/4, minus 2 and 5 over 8, or 2 and 5/8. Now what I like to do is I like to start off by converting the mixed numbers to improper fractions and then subtracting. So we're going to be converting the mixed numbers to improper fractions, and then we're going to subtract. So it's a very simple process, and it does add in an extra step or two, but it works really, really well, and it's really easy to remember how to do it. It's easy to master this math skill if you do it in this way. All right, so let's start off by converting these mixed numbers to improper fractions. I'm just going to go ahead and go to the side over here. So in order to convert 4 and 1/4 to an improper fraction, what we need to do is we need to multiply 4 times 4, which is going to give us 16, and then we're going to add the 1, and that all goes over the original denominator, which was over 4. And that's going to be, we're going to put a subtract sign over here, and then we're going to convert this to an improper fraction. 8 times 2, so we multiply the denominator by the whole number just to clarify. 8 times 2, which is going to be 16 also, and then adding the numerator, which is 5, so plus 5 over the original denominator, which was 8. Now we're going to keep going, so I'll just put an equal sign there. We're going to keep going over here, so we're going to simplify this. 16 plus 1 is equal to 17 over 4, the denominator stays the same, minus 16 plus 5 is 21 over 8. So now what we've done is we've actually taken the mixed numbers and we've converted them to improper fractions. Now we just have to subtract the improper fractions. Now, if you take a look, the denominators are actually different. One is a 4 and one is an 8. Now we need to convert one of these in order to make sense and have the same denominator. So the easiest way to do this, you basically need to have the same denominator, and you need to do whatever it takes to have the same denominator. Sometimes you only have to change one, sometimes you might have to change both. But at the end of the day, for this one right here, for this example, we need to take this and multiply it by 2, because that will bring the 4 to an 8. So we're going to multiply the 4 by 2, and whatever you do to the bottom number, you have to do to the top. So we're going to multiply the 17 by 2. And I'm just going to go ahead and bring it down over here just to make it easier to continue and see. So 17 times 2 is equal to 34, and that's going to be over 4 times 2 is 8. Now we're going to subtract 21 over 8 from that. Now we have 34 over 8 minus 21 over 8, so that's going to bring us to 34, sorry about that, minus 21 over 8. And when we do the 34 minus 21 over 8, I'm just going to bring this down just to keep everything nice and clear. 34 minus 21 is equal to 13 over 8. Now this is actually our answer, but what we need to do is we need to actually convert this to a mixed number, because we started with a mixed number, so we need to end with a mixed number, not an improper fraction. So to convert this to a mixed number, what we need to do is we need to do long division. So in order to do long division and convert this, it's actually a very simple process. We just need to figure out how many times 8 goes into 13. Very simple. So 8 times 1 gives us 8, which is the biggest whole multiple of 8 that can go into 13. So 8 times 1 gives us 8. Then we need to subtract 13 minus 8, which is 5. So we know that our final answer, and I'll bring it down one more time, is going to be 1, which is the whole number up here, 1, and then 5/8. As the part number. Very simple. So our final answer for 4 1/4 minus 2 5/8 is going to be 1 5/8. Very simple. What we did was we converted the mixed numbers to improper fractions, and then we subtracted, and then at the end, once we had subtracted, we were left with an improper fraction. I then converted the improper fraction to a mixed number once again using long division. So using long division, we actually did the conversion again, and our final answer is in the format of a mixed number, just like our original numbers in the question were. And that's basically it. In this video, I've shown you how to subtract mixed numbers. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment, and of course be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.